Hello, beloveds, and we are back for yet another part to today's limited edition session exclusively for our loved ones, both direct and indirect, who are men. Okay? So I'm still getting these downloads that the men are being infiltrated spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. So today is yet another special check in for the men of our lives. We've been utilizing the Oracle of Visions along with numerous other decks so far. Again, this is part 3, so we have 2 other videos already posted. Actually, one is already posted, the other one is uploading at this time. We did say a quick prayer in part 1 that goes along with all parts for today's session. So, there's that. We are cleansed, blessed, and protected, beloveds. Just give me one moment to close my studio door. All right, I had to throw on a flannel because the breeze coming in the window is a bit chilly this morning. So, it is for me anyways. Oh, goodness, I get cold easily. So, back on track. We're going to go into Oracle of Visions. And go from there to determine which deck I'm going to reach for next. Alright, here we go. Here we go into Oracle of Visions. Boy, that card turned sideways awful quick. So we're going to pull both. We'll look at this one first. This is the number 21. Ooh, and I'm seeing lucky 13, 4-leaf clovers, I'm getting from this card that some of you men out there who feel as though you've been dealing with a bit of hard luck, I'm getting that those times are about to come to an end for you, as there is some kind of twist of fate where a major windfall is going to be coming in for you. And it's going to mean something different to each and every one of you. I'm getting that you have a full house, and that may very well be on your mind as well, whether or not that means you have a large family, or like you're rooming up with your bros, like a roommate type of situation, have a full house, a lot of pressure, a lot of demands, and what seems like not enough time on your hands. Let's look at the number 21 as an angel number. In love, it's important to find balance in relationships. It can also indicate that open communication, compromise, and mutual respect are important, whether it's a romantic connection or it's a bunch of roommates. Communication, compromise, and mutual respect are important. The number 21 is also a positive sign and a reminder to trust in the spiritual practice of love. By being open, authentic, and trusting that you are on the right path, you can overcome challenges and truly deepen your connections. It also signifies independence and balance. Your angels are reminding you to embrace your independence. Leadership and new beginnings. This number appears when you're on the verge of significant personal growth and opportunities for success. Your angels are encouraging you to embrace your independence and take a leadership role in your life, trusting your abilities and make your dreams a reality. As it represents enlightenment and spiritual growth, your angels are urging you to connect with your spiritual side and seek out new spiritual knowledge. Embrace opportunities for meditation, prayer, and self-reflection. By connecting with your higher self, you'll find inner peace and fulfillment. Even in the context of your relationships, this number also symbolizes harmony, meaning that balance in your life, in your relationships, is key for success and fulfillment. Now let's see what the book has to say. Lady Luck, fate, taking risks, evaluating the odds, and even superstition. You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do ya, punk? Quoted by Clint Eastwood in Dirty Harry. This card is all about evaluating the odds and taking risks. Life is a constant roll of the dice, so you must consider all the pros and cons. While some choices can be avoided, others we are forced to make. Each comes with its own promise of reward or consequence. Our perception of our chances are often influenced by our individual abilities, beliefs, or superstitions, but ultimately only the lady knows what card she holds. Lady Luck personifies our conceptual approach to luck and fate. Adorned and surrounded by a collection of associated symbols, she offers us another card that will determine whether we have a winning or losing hand. Are we relying too much on luck? Are we struggling to pay our bills but still buying a lottery ticket? Are we basing important decisions simply on the hope that things will turn out in our favor? If so, good luck and keep your fingers crossed. Interestingly enough, I said lucky 13, even though the card number is 21, and the card that turned sideways in the deck is the number 13. Wow. How cool is that? So, let's take a look at the number 13 as an angel number. Bringing positive changes to your love life and a sign of romance as well as care, whether you're single or spoken for. Authenticity The number 13 can urge you to be authentic in love and to foster happiness and fulfillment. Genuine love for singles, the number 13, can signal the arrival of genuine love. Also signifying compassion, truth, and honesty in relationships, the number 13 can be a message about compassion, truth, and honesty. Open communication, as this number encourages you to communicate openly with your partner and to express your needs and desires. It also represents opportunity for growth, indicating that opportunities for commitment and growth are approaching, as well as progress and optimism, symbolizing growth, progress, and optimism. And by spreading positivity and acting with compassion, trust that the universe will guide true love your way. In relationships, the message is about compassion, truth, and honesty. Communicate openly with your partner from the heart, expressing your needs and desires. It also brings the test, the suffering, and the DEATH, which could just mean the end of a situation, beloveds. Symbolizing the DEATH to the matter or to oneself, and the birth to the spirit, the passage on a higher level of existence. Mostly meaning the DEATH of a struggling period and new beginnings. Now, I'm getting that some of you could actually be going through a breakup, or sometime in the last year went through a breakup. And so the number 13 is going to have a bit of a different feel for you. It's encouraging, embracing new opportunities, and making positive changes that align with one's true self. Feeling inspired to start a new career, end toxic relationships for good, or embark on a spiritual journey to enhance your personal growth. Yes, more transformation and personal development. So I can see that between part 1, part 2, and now this part 3, transformation has been a major theme. Whether you're single or spoken for, a reminder that this is a session specifically and exclusively for men. So whether you're single or not, personal development is extremely relevant and important right now. And so you're being encouraged to trust your intuition and embrace the changes that come with this growth, that come with this transformative period of your lives. You're being urged to let go of the past and welcome new beginnings as well. This is also a spiritual awakening number. Turning towards your inner wisdom. Creativity, self-expression, taking the lead in your endeavors. It's also, according to the Angel Numbers book, associated with synchronicity. And alignment, more specifically with the divine. It's a reminder to stay focused on your goals and have faith in your own abilities at this time. Productivity, control, and organization. Take your needle, my child, and work at your pattern. It will come out a rose by and by. Life is like that, one stitch at a time, taken patiently, and the pattern will come out all right, like the embroidery. So I see that patience is yet another major theme. So a transformation, a transformative period of your lives that is also requiring patience. This card considers the gathering of separate elements, people, or ideas from the everyday nuances of family dynamics to managing of a corporate team. The Victorian seamstress manipulates various components as threads of color. With skillful hands, she arranges them, taking into consideration the distinct and individual qualities that each may possess. She coaxes the best from each and orchestrates their ultimate working together as a whole, giving each strand order, position, and purpose. She blends them into a rainbow of unity. Its beauty is a metaphor of accomplishment surpassing that of its original separate parts. Be wary of over-controlling, micromanaging, or getting lost in the details. Allow each participant to contribute fully and not be undermined by one person's overall position. Okay, and with that number 13, I'm being guided to pull 13 cards from my bicycle deck for messages, further messages, especially pertaining to this transformative period of your lives at this time. Yeah, with the Four of Spades, taking a pause, resting, regaining or maintaining stability, balance. Yes, with the Queen of Diamonds, being more focused on creating more order and structure around the homestead. But also, this is nurturing energy. So tapping into your divine feminine energy of being a nurturer, a creator, a co-creator who takes the lead but also knows when to be led. With the Four of Diamonds and the Ten of Diamonds, this is guarding your resources pertaining to some form of inheritance. Now, this can be a spiritual inheritance and like divine anointing, or this can also be financial, with it being diamonds. Diamonds represent pentacles. And some of you have been actually holding back from socializing quite a bit lately, but you're deciding to step out again and attend some form of social gathering. Now, if you're not aware of these resources, of these inheritances, some of you will become aware some way, somehow, during some kind of social gathering. Okay, so we have 4. We need 9 more. All right. Let's take a look at what hit the floor. The King of Hearts. And one of these cards is an honorable mention because I'm pretty sure there's 14 total now instead of 13, which is perfectly fine. Some of you are on the road to recovery with this King of Hearts energy. And sharing your triumphs. Perhaps even giving some well-seasoned advice to others based on your experiences here. Yes, with that 9 of Hearts. This is emotional fulfillment, contentment. With it being next to the King of Clubs. Having the ability to see the bigger picture is what is providing this contentment. With the Ace of Hearts and the 8 of Hearts next to each other, we have the start of a deeper connection after diverting your attention away from wherever it is at this time, changing your direction. For some of you, this is even a new love interest. But either way, it's the start of a deeper connection, whether it's romantic or platonic. We have a match. We have the Queen of Diamonds on the table, and we also now have the King of Diamonds. So there is a power couple here. One being the homemaker, home builder, the other just simply being a hard worker who has done enough to actually be available to enjoy the fruits of their labor. So this is a power couple. Some of you may actually be uniting or reuniting with someone who energetically and spiritually can meet you at eye level. It doesn't necessarily mean mimicking each other and doing the exact same things all the time. You can be doing your own thing, focused on your own vocations, but the energy signatures, as different as they are and distinct as they are, you are still on that, you're matching energy. You're keeping the same energy. Okay. With the Ace of Spades, this is the Sword of Truth. Understanding, the rare gift of understanding, next to the 5 of Diamonds. So 5 of Pentacles. Because of what you have been through and during times that you may have suffered some kind of loss or abandonment or simply some other form of lack of resources, you have gained this rare gift of understanding, as well as becoming more efficient at what you do as a truth bearer, coming from this Queen of Spades energy. So, new insights and realizations leading to a deeper level of understanding about life in general due to your own experiences of needing help, feeling abandoned, or otherwise lacking resources. But it has made you stronger and more efficient of a person. But it has also made you less tolerant to foolery, indecisiveness, the wavering back and forth, riding the fence, the I don't know, I don't know. For some of you, that indecisiveness, that lack of ability for decision making, has led you to a whole nother different realization. And that is what caused the change in direction with that Eight of Hearts. An actual split up occurred, whether it was business partners splitting or romantic partners splitting. There was a separation that occurred because one of you just so happens to be elevating at a little bit of a different rate. It's not to say that anybody on either side of the situation is doing anything wrong. It's just that your differences beginning from the past up until the moment you're in now, the now, have transformed as you guys are going through a major transformative period right now. You need that extra care for yourself. You need that alignment. But you also need to be in a space where you are elevated and celebrated, where your creativity and self expression isn't just tolerated. The more you can shine, the more efficacy there is in any and all situations that you're enduring. So we're going to pull one card from the Seed and Sickle deck reading from the Dawn guidebook. Whatever comes out, comes out. If it's just a random message, great. If it's advice, that's great too. Either way, we're going to be bringing this message session to a close with the Seed and Sickle Oracle. Whatever it is that you men need to hear at this time. Oh, and out comes the Oak. So, the Oak is what number? No way. So, we have the number 13 out twice. 13 and 13. Wow. So, we just went from the number 13 as an angel number to 1313 as an angel number. And so I'm feeling guided to look it up. It can mean worry in terms of love, as the number 3 is associated with pessimism and overthinking, while the number 1 is associated with self-doubt and isolation. This combination could mean that you are overthinking or self-sabotaging a relationship or your single status. Yikes. If you've been wanting to start a relationship with someone but have been holding back, now is the time to confess your true feelings and go after the love you deserve. Indicating a need for harmony in both your personal and professional lives. Take time to nurture your relationships, pursue your passions, and find balance in all areas of your life. Ooh, with the oak, we're going into the summer portion of the Dawn guidebook. Great oaks from little acorns grow. One of the mightiest trees we have, sacred to gods of thunder, Zeus and Thor. Interestingly enough, it's Thursday. Originally Thor's Day. So I'm going to begin this again. Great oaks from little acorns grow. One of the mightiest trees we have, sacred to gods of thunder, Zeus and Thor. Starts life as a tiny seed filled with enormous promise. Acorns are a powerful but dormant source of potential, and to look at one, it's hard to imagine what it could grow into. From this, we can learn an important lesson: to remain humble, even in the knowledge of our capacity for greatness. Others will notice this and appreciate your modesty. Interesting. Okay, there's going to be a part 4 for today's session, because we're going to be going back into this deck as well as Oracle of Visions and whatever messages I feel led to reach for from there. Thank you so very much for tuning in. If you've made it this far, you are a rock star. So there we have it. Drawing this particular video to a close, I will see you in part 4. Brightest blessings.